Welcome! This is Websites for Beginners with JP, and we're looking at the Video Gallery widget by Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor. Let's have a quick look first at what you can do with this widget if you use it within your page builder. You can create this video gallery grid layout, and then you've got filterable options up here, those that have been categorized as lifestyle, fitness, photography, and music, right? Or then, of course, all over there. You have a lightbox option, so it will play in a lightbox, and you can play either YouTube or Vimeo files. You can apply nice effects like you see here. There's a little bit of an overlay. When I hover over it, you can see that the play button grows a little bit, and there is also a slight dark overlay to it. And you can also do it in a carousel. Let's see how you're going to do this. Elementor, and we go into Elementor and we look for the Ultimate Add-ons, and I really like the fact that they have a little display up here in the right hand corner that says UAEL for Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor. Go all the way down to Video Gallery, click, drag and drop, and the default will open with 6 boxes, allowing you to style it to your heart's content. Over here you will see there's the gallery, and you have general filterable tabs, and then a very nice feature from Elementor, the Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor, is this helpful information. This is, I hope other people can take a cue from these guys. They put in all the tutorials and documentation here as clickable links. You click on it and then you can find out how to use this widget. Let's go to gallery. So first video would be this one, and then you have all 6 here. This is the default template loaded. So let's have a look at what's going on in the first one. You can choose YouTube, like I mentioned, or you can choose Vimeo. Now, if you choose YouTube, it does say here, make sure you add the actual URL of the video and not the share URL. So if I were to go to this video in my page, then you will see that up here, this is the actual URL. But if you were to click on this page on share and you would grab this link, it would be different. You see, it is just https://youtube, and that's not what you want. You want that whole www.youtube.com/watch, etc. That is what you need to grab there. So this is what you have to remember when working with our good friend YouTube. Vimeo will not be the big problem there. So let's begin with this one. You can give this first video over here a caption. We're just going to keep it to first video. We're going to make the category, I'm going to call this Google API, because this is all going to be about my Google API. And then on my link over here, I'm going to paste that, and you will see that it will change to this. Now what you can do also is you can choose the thumbnail size, what quality you want for it, like high quality, and you can also add your own custom thumbnail. If you do that, you just grab your own picture. I've loaded the picture up here, insert it, and then it will display your custom thumbnail. But if you've got a nice YouTube video with a nice cover, you can just stick to that. Right, so this is our first video. So now we've got the second video, and I'm going to grab another link here and put this also on YouTube. And this one, I'm going to change my category to WordPress training, terminology. Okay, good. And there we see this is all about pages. So I'm going to put in a few more about WordPress terminology. Copy and paste that. Ology. And of course you can just duplicate it over here when you are doing that. No need to type it every time. Put this also on YouTube for now. And then again, category would be WordPress terminology. And then the next one I want to show you is when you work with YouTube, you can actually add seconds to it. You can determine where the video has to start. So for this 5th video, I'm going to paste the link, and you will see it says 122 seconds. This is where the video will start playing. I'm just going to change this to 135 seconds. So you see you can even do it manually over here. And I'm going to call this deconstructed. Okay. And now when it updates here, I'm just going to click on it. The lightbox will open and you will see it begins to play here at 135 seconds. So that is something that you can also do with YouTube. Let's add one more deconstructed in here. Right, also on YouTube. I will do Vimeo soon for you. And then deconstructed. Good. So we have put in our 6 videos here. Nice little grid layout that we have here. So let's have a look at general. Let's stick to the grid first. You can change the aspect ratio, but I would recommend, if you are coming from YouTube, stick to 16:9, 4:3, or 3:2. Just doesn't cut it anymore. 16:9 is the way to go. Yeah, baby. Then you can also choose whether you want to play it in the lightbox. Click and it will play. Open a new lightbox for you to play it in. Or do you want to play it? Okay. What is going on here? Okay, here we go. Play inline. Update. And now if I click on it, it's going to play there. Okay. Let's put it back on lightbox. The ordering is the way that we have sorted it up here. Gallery, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. But you can also make it random. So every time a person loads the page, these videos are going to be jumbled around. You can choose the amount of columns. At the moment it's 3. Let's go into 2. And you can go as high as 6. Squash them all in there. Of course, you go into this, you should go and edit your section. So I'm in my section, right click, edit section, and I'll make it full width. Okay, let's go back to our widget. General, let's put it back on 3. And let's leave it for full width for this moment, nice and big. Filterable tabs, and those are the little buttons you saw up here earlier that you can actually filter how you want people to search for your videos. Like if you have 100,020 videos, then people can filter through it so they can find it more easily. You have to activate it actually over here. And now you will see those categories that I had entered appear up here. I had the Google API. If I click on it, it's only going to show me this video, WordPress terminology, those 3 videos, and deconstructed. And then we've also got an all button over here. You can have the default tab on page load, which means if I click on this one, and when you go to my site, I want you to first see deconstructed. Then all I do is type in here deconstructed. Now when you open my site, it's going to load automatically with deconstructed highlighted. You can still go into the others, but on the loading of the page, deconstructed will be selected. And you can even add a title here for your page. You can call it My Videos, and it will appear here. Okay, good. Let's remove that one, and we leave those ones over there. Or should we leave the title? Yes, let's leave the title because we're going to style it. All right, I want to remove that one. Yes, okay, good. There we go. And then I did explain to you what the helpful information is all about. It is very, very helpful. There you go. Let's go style this, but before we do that, there's one more thing under general. We can also make this a carousel. And this is very nice if you want people to be able to scroll through it. You can change that settings. Let's change the section width. Let's take it back to boxed so you can see the navigation handles here on the left and the right. And in general, you can again choose how many to display in your carousel every time. Right, it would have been nice if there was automatic play here, but this is only you have to scroll by clicking on it here, either with the navigation or the dot navigation at the bottom. For this one, I'm going to go back to grid because I think this is the strength of this widget, is the grid with the searchable filters up here at the top. Let's go style it a little bit. Spacing, well, that's natural. You can increase the spacing now between the gaps, and you can also increase the row gap. I'm going to put this back on 3. Content, general, columns, 3. Okay. Now it's a little bit more easier to observe. Let's make it again 1010. Good, nice and evenly spaced. My title. Okay, so the title here is on the H3. You can change the color of the title over there. You can change the typography. Let's do that. Let's give it another one. Montserrat. We want to be fancy today. Good. We can make that bigger a little bit. Okay, and let's put the weight on 400. Good. So there you go. And then you can also choose it on when you want to stack it, which means it will become on the top. Filterable tabs over this side. You have to remember you have two states here. You have the normal state and then you have the active or hover state. So let's choose our typography. Also make it Montserrat. Right, we've done that. And then from here, let's change our color first for the text. I'm also going to put it on that brick maroon color. And then for that one over there, what you want to do is you want to go to hover, and this is the background color. You want to change that color. So now if I choose the Google API, this is how it will display. Good. Right, you have spacing between tabs. You can increase that or decrease it. And then you've got the tabs bottom spacing. Give you some over there as well. Good. Let's have a look at the play button. Here you have the play button. You can either use the icon that is included and you can increase the size, and of course you can change the color for that as well. Should we make it another color? Okay, let's keep that teal. And you can add a shadow as it. Let's hover. Let's give it a hover color. So now when you hover over it, it will do that. Or you can add your own image if you want to. So if you have your own image that you want to use here, like you have a different kind of play button, then you can add it from here. You can also change the size for it, but you will have to style the color beforehand. Also nice is you can add that little bit of animation so that when people do hover over it, the play button will respond in kind. Let's go back to this one. So that's the play button, and then the content allows you to apply an overlay. So currently there is no overlay applied, but let's say for the hover overlay, we're going to make that darker and we're going to bring that down a little bit over here. Okay, let's make it more. Okay, so now when you hover over it, it will select it like this. Or alternatively, you can begin the state in a darker state, for example, like this. And then when people hover over it, you can go for, okay, click on it, let's go, hover over it, it will do this. Then we should change the arrow for the play button and the hover state. Okay, let's do it again, good. You can also add to your content, you can add your caption, that is the name like first video, second video. And it's at the moment in white. So let's change it to another darker teal. Fourth video, first video, there's your caption. And you can also include your category. There you go. Right, I just want to show you that, of course, we were looking in these videos at YouTube videos, but let's just change these last two, and we can also use Vimeo links. So I'm just going to copy a Vimeo link, and for Vimeo just go to the URL, copy and paste it, and you will see it will update to a Vimeo file. Again, if you play it, it will open Vimeo very nicely, give you that HD sensation, baby. Right, so there you go, very nice. And let's do it for one more video over here. Come on, over here. And paste it, and I have to change it to Vimeo mode. And there you go. So now we've got two Vimeo videos here nicely interlaced with our YouTube videos. Very, very nice. One more feature that we can look at is that you can add more than one category. So for example, after Google API, you can put a comma, and I'm just going to call this tutorial. And then I'm going to go to the second video, and I'm also going to add a comma after this one and write tutorial. Now, these two videos have more than one category. So if I click here on tutorial, these two will show up And if I click on Google API, only this. So you can add more than one category to any video as you please. Right, good job, well done. And this is the Ultimate Add-ons widget from Ultimate Add-ons for the video gallery. If you are interested in this, please use the link in the description below. Hop on over to the Ultimate Add-ons website, go check out their pricing. Look at the overview video that we have if you want to know more about what Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor is. This is JP here with Websites for Beginners.